Okay, we have folks that are filtering in now. I want to welcome you all to the New Jersey Association for College Admission Counseling, this virtual college fair. A few things that are incredibly important to take note, and I'll also put this in the chat. If you would like to ask one of the panelists a question or all of them a question, the only way that you're going to be able to communicate is at the bottom of your screen. There is a Q&A button. You can ask, again, one panelist a question, or you can ask all of them. That is going to be the only way that you can communicate. They cannot see you and they cannot hear you. So it's going to be that Q&A button. That's really important. Like I said, your camera and your microphone are off. If you would like to sign up for more sessions, there are more sessions available. They are posted on the website and will be available to you after this session is over. A recording of this session will be available at strivescan.com/New Jersey. And again, just want to stress that if you would like to ask questions, you're going to need to hit the Q&A button at the bottom. That is going to be the best way that you can talk to the panelists or presenters. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. All right, first up, we have High Point University.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Hi, everybody. My name is Ryan Dillon. I am one of the senior admissions counselors here at High Point University. And here at High Point University, we're in North Carolina, so we are actually about an 8-hour drive from New Jersey, or about an hour flight from Newark or Philadelphia Airport right into Greensboro, Raleigh, or Charlotte Airport. We're a medium-sized school, so we have about 5,000 students and 6,000 if you count all of our graduate students and students doing 5-year graduate program. We have what we've ranked, ranked one of the top dorms in the country. We have number 10 best dorms in the country, and we have students coming from all 50 states and 37 different countries here at HPU, with 80% of them coming from out of state. So we have students from all over the world and all over the country being able to be here and take advantage of this amazing and unique campus. At HPU, we have a very different multitude of different majors, over 60 majors that we offer students to be able to be involved in here. But these are our top 10. We have undeclared business, biology, exercise science, psychology, education, criminal justice, entrepreneurship. Our interior design program is nationally accredited, and we have a 6-year pre-pharmacy into a doctorate in pharmacy program here at HPU as well. What we want for our students is this opportunities to be able to really connect with their professors while they're here. We have a 15-to-1 faculty to student ratio, with all of our faculty members having their terminal degree. That means they have the highest degree in that field of study that they possibly can. We want our students to be able to connect with these people. We want our students to be able to connect with their professors and these outside influencers that we're able to bring in, so that you're getting the most out of your college experience while you're here. We have 100% of our classes are taught by faculty, so you'll never have a TA or a graduate student teaching classes, as well as we have a 4-year graduation guarantee here at HPU. That means that over your 4 years here, you are guaranteed to graduate in that 4-year mark, which is just an amazing opportunity. We also have, for our students this year, we're offering a tuition-free 5th-year master's program in business and communication leadership. This is a phenomenal program and an amazing opportunity for students to be able to get that leg up and have a tuition-free 5th-year master's as well. We have a lot of opportunities for our students to be able to work in some fantastic state-of-the-art facilities. This is our planetarium. It is one of the newer buildings on our campus, but it's the 2nd largest in the state of North Carolina. And we're able to allow our students to do things like our human biomechanics lab, where our PA and PT students are able to really work hands-on with the local community, as well as D1 and professional athletes. We have a King Conservatory for our students studying earth sciences, as well as many different executive boardrooms for our students to practice interviews and presentation skills while they're here. And what we really want students is also to have not only access to their professors, but access to industry leaders. So on the top left is Mark Randolph. He's the co-founder of Netflix. He is one of our innovators in residence, as well as you probably recognize the man in the bottom right as Steve Wozniak, the co-founder of Apple. We want our students to have access to industry leaders and people that have revolutionized the different industries that they're able to be a part of. So all of these different innovators, Sid Marshall, who's the CEO of the Dallas Mavericks on the bottom left-hand corner, all of these people come in 2 to 3 times a year for students to be able to ask them questions and talk to them and be able to be really mentored during their 4 years while they're here at HPU. We want students to have not only the academics locked down for their different majors so that they know everything that it would take to be successful, and then hear about how real people in the top of their industry are able to make things work and how they're able to be successful in this job market. And that is all part of the 4-year development of life skills that we have for our students. We really want our students to have hands-on experience starting your freshman year. We also offer students opportunities in the sciences to be able to do research starting your freshman year. You don't have to wait till junior or senior year to be able to be on a help professors with the different undergraduate research. You're able to do that starting your freshman year here at HPU. We want them to be able to have these different opportunities to really find what interests them in their major, what will really propel them to be able to take that next step in their education and in their career. And then we really hold true to modeling values and building character here at High Point. Last year, we had 110,000 hours of community service for our students, as well as we give back every year for the MLK Day of Service. Instead of taking a full day off, we have our students go out into the local community and be able to really give back to the local community for the community, but also for our students to be able to have that opportunity to do something outside of just the academics and better their lives and better the lives of others. So if you're interested in looking into High Point University, we would really love to have you. We have campus tours currently going on with students being able to be socially distant. So if you would like to come on tour, please let me know. My information will be on the next slide. We're also doing virtual tours for our students. So if you can't make it out or you're not able to travel, we completely understand. We have a fantastic virtual tour on our website, which is highpoint.edu, as well as we have virtual informational sessions every single week for our students to be able to take a part of. And then I'm always available for our students to be able to ask any questions, be able to bounce any questions or next steps that they might need. So this is my information. That is my email as well as my phone number. But if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them in the chat. Thank you guys so much for having me, and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have Wagner College.
Hi, everyone. I'm Stephanie Grasulo. I'm an admissions counselor at Wagner College. And as an alum of the school, I can honestly say I lived and loved the Wagner experience. There's lots that we have to offer, but by far the best thing is that you get a really intimate learning experience while having all the perks that a bigger university would offer. So I want to jump right in and go over some quick facts about Wagner. We're located in Staten Island, New York, so we're one of 5 boroughs in New York City. And what's nice about Staten Island is it's the borough of parks. And not only are there lots of parks and green spaces on Staten Island, but also on our beautiful 100-acre campus. And when you're walking around that campus, you're going to see lots of familiar faces because we are a smaller school. We have about 1,800 undergraduate students. And within that close-knit community, you have students from all over the US as well as all over the world. We have students from 45 different states and 29 different countries. So it goes without saying that the majority of our students live on campus, more than 80%. So we're definitely not a suitcase school. And all the life you see during the week, you're going to see on the weekends as well. A perk of being at a smaller school is the class sizes. Our classes are typically around 20 students per class, and we have a 14-to-1 faculty to student ratio. So lots of professor attention. They're really going to know you, your strengths, your weaknesses, and it's what's going to help you go to the next level. We have tons of different majors and minors for you to choose from. Some of our most popular are nursing, business, health sciences, sports administration, education, psychology. The list really goes on, but our 2 most competitive majors are our 5-year accelerated physician assistant program and our theater performance major, which is currently 3rd ranked in the nation. This right here is a bird's eye view of campus. As you can see, lots of green spaces, but what's nice about being on a 100-acre campus is no building is really ever too far from another, so you're not going to have a super long walk on a really hot or a really cold day. And I mentioned before that you see all the life happening throughout the week when students are going to classes and also on the weekends. And it's thanks in large part to our really active campus life. We have more than 70 different clubs and organizations, and they range from recreational to professional, networking, honors, everything. There's something for everyone. We also have Division I athletics. So whether you're an athlete or not, it's great because there's school spirit, there's that sense of camaraderie and sporting events happening all the time. We also have Greek life. It's only about 12 to 15% of students, but it's there for those who want it, and those who don't want it don't have to be any part of it. I was involved in Greek life. I had a great experience, but I was friends with people who weren't involved in Greek life too. So it's a win-win. And like I mentioned, Theater Performance is one of the top ranked programs. So we have really great performances happening year round that you can check out for free. This right here is the view from our football field. It's directly across from our main campus that you're looking at is the Verrazano Bridge. It connects Staten Island and Brooklyn, so definitely not a bad view and not a bad way to spend your day supporting your Seahawks. And this is where our men's baseball team plays at the Richmond County Savings Bank ballpark, and it overlooks Lower Manhattan. You can kind of see the Freedom Tower there, so not another bad view, that's for sure. And you can kind of see we are so close to Manhattan. We like to say we give students the best of both worlds. You get a really quiet, close-knit campus community on Staten Island, but you have Manhattan within reach. And we help to kind of bridge that connection with our free shuttle on campus. It's for students. It takes students from campus to the Staten Island Ferry. It's about a 10-minute shuttle ride. And then once you're at the Staten Island Ferry, you just hop right on and you're in Manhattan in about 25 minutes. So round trip from campus to Manhattan, it's about 40 minutes, and it's all fast, free, and easy. And it's why so many of our students are taking advantage of the internships, networking, and just connections in Manhattan. And every senior needs to have an internship in order to graduate, but all of our students are really taking advantage of that beforehand. I had about 4 different internships when I was at Wagner, and our Career Center will definitely help you out. They're amazing. If you want to learn more about that, please don't be afraid to ask in the chat. Of course, I know the financial aspect is a big part of the college decision process. Right now, our tuition's at about $48,000 and room and board is about $15,000. So I know those are scary numbers, but about 94% of our students are not paying that full price. And we have things like scholarships that help offset the cost. Everyone who applies is automatically considered for a merit scholarship. You don't have to do anything extra. We also have athletic aid, as well as some specialized theater and music scholarships. In addition to that, we launched an esports team recently. So if you are a gamer and you're interested in playing for our Wagner esports team, definitely feel free to ask. There's some scholarship opportunity. And then of course, if you fill out your FAFSA, you'll receive a financial aid packet with city, state, federal, and then we also have institutional grants from Wagner as well that you may be eligible for. So lots of ways to help make Wagner possible. This right here is just some quick admissions requirements to remember when it comes time to apply next year. We're typically looking for about a 3.5 or an 89-90 average. If you're looking to submit your ACT, a 26, and an SAT, a 1200, but keep in mind we're a test optional school, so if you don't want to submit your scores, you don't have to. It's totally up to you. 2 deadlines to remember: December 1st, early action; February 1st, regular decision. But keep in mind if you're applying for theater, design, technology, and management, or physician assistant, you have to apply by December 1st. That's just the hard deadline because there's interview and audition components to those applications. Now, as you can see here, this kind of sums up Wagner in a nutshell. We have people with all different interests, all different backgrounds, all different goals, whether it's a medical field, STEM, business, finance, the arts, English writing. No matter what your end goal is, we help you get there. We like to say that we really do help our students create futures. We've been listed as one of the colleges that create futures by the Princeton Review, as well as we've consecutively been named one of the best colleges in the US. So we want to help you reach your goals. This is just a couple of different ways you can connect with us and learn about us. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Wagner College, and Admissions has our own Instagram at Wagner Admissions. Check us out. We post different admissions events and fee waivers and things like that. That's my email down there. And definitely check out all of our virtual events that we have going on. And we also have some smaller in-person events too, if you're able to make it to campus. So don't be afraid to reach out to me, and I'm happy to answer your questions in the chat.
Thank you so much. You're also welcome to put any of your contact information or website links into the chat for the attendees. Next up, we have DePauw University.
All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, New Jersey friends. I am Ben Hatchett, Assistant Director of Admission at DePaul University, and I am coming to you from the Midwest. So welcome to DePaul. We are a small private liberal arts college right in the heart of Indiana and right in the heart of the Midwest. We're located exactly 40 miles from downtown Indianapolis, but we're definitely that smaller, private, more suburban, rural location. So once you arrive on campus, you're greeted by an absolutely picturesque, actually nationally ranked, one of the 50 most beautiful college campuses in America from Condé Nast Travelers. So don't just take my word for it. We can't wait to come out and have you all visit and see campus for yourself. But we're very unique. We're a school of about 2,000 students, but actually 700 acres that make up total campus. So some of the perks of the Midwest, we definitely have a little bit more room to roam, and our students love taking advantage of just the lawns and campus space. We have all 23 different varsity athletic teams, and we're a Division III school. I bring this up to start because having close to 30% of our Tigers being involved in athletics on and off the field does add a lot to that sense of community and school spirit. I'll let your eyes kind of look at some of our statistics and numbers here, but I also want to just emphasize that we're the #1 liberal arts college in the state of Indiana and a nationally ranked liberal arts college, and really well known for study abroad, pathways in law, business, and medicine, just to name a few. At DePaul, we really want you to get to know your professors and have that close-knit environment. On that previous slide, you saw that our student to faculty ratio is right around 8-to-1. What that means is our class sizes are about 15 to 17 per class. Very rarely are you going to have a DePaul class in the 30 range. Often we create new ones because we want our classrooms to be very much writing and discussion based. At DePaul, we have 2 schools that you'll be applying for admission into to check out while you're here. We have the College Liberal Arts. About 1,800 students of ours will be doing learning in the College Liberal Arts, and our small but mighty cohort for sure in our audition-based School of Music is right around 200 students. If you are undecided or all figuring things out, you're in a really good spot at DePaul. In fact, all of our students are arriving undecided, undeclared. We want you to declare your major by March of your sophomore year, which actually gives you close to a year and a half to take classes in either school and figure out which program is right for you. The School of Music, however, is audition-based, so you will be kind of fast-tracked and starting off at a little different pace if you're in the School of Music. On the College Liberal Arts, you'll see that we have 49 different majors and 56 minors to choose from. It's a pretty extensive list and actually ever-growing list. If we would have met for a session like this 3 or 4 years ago, you wouldn't see global health and neuroscience in our full listing of majors. Our faculty came together because we had so many students going on that pathway on their own that they got together to make up a department to match truly our students' needs, which I think is a really great example of the power of not only like a DePaul education, but how the liberal arts kind of caters to what your learning environment might look like. So you can see here on our top 10 majors, it's a quick snapshot, not the whole list, but I love that the social sciences, the humanities, STEM, all well represented. For our musicians in the room, we have 4 main degree offerings, including a 5-year dual degree. Our students are focusing on music performance, performing arts, musical arts, and education. It's kind of a business education or management focus. I know some of you probably want to know a little bit more about campus life. We can't wait to get back to a normal DePaul, if you will. We're very close to having 70% or 3/4 of our students coming back to us this spring. March 1st, Signal Day, return to in-person learning, and our administration is moving ahead with a fully in-person campus, all things considered, and being mindful, of course, of our COVID mitigation protocol. But we like to be that 100% residential college campus where you and your friends have access to dive into all 120 clubs and organizations, an athletic event to go to, over 200 concerts or shows in a given year. Malala is pictured here. She spoke in 2017 as part of our Tim and Sharon Ubben Lecture program, but we have over 20 established and endowed speaker series that truly bring some world leaders to DePaul's campus. Spiritual life is a big part of the DePaul community. We were founded with the United Methodist Church, however, no longer have any direct religious pedagogy or doctrine in our whole kind of philosophy at DePaul. So today we have a full dedicated center for spiritual life and are very much an interfaith campus. Experiential learning is a big part of the DePaul experience, not to diminish the classroom experience. You're going to be going to school and going to class at DePaul, but we also want you to find things in and around the community, things to go check out. Winter term and May term is a unique part of the 4-year schedule at DePaul where you can take a month-long intensive experience. I promise no student is harmed in that top picture there. The woman getting fitted with a neck brace is actually participating in our EMT winter term prep course where you will receive certification, and it's a great entry-level start if you're thinking about going on into the future healthcare industry. You also see tech and VR work going on below in our Tenzer Center. While STEM is kind of a highlight here in our faculty student research, all departments at DePaul are doing research. And as I alluded to earlier, DePaul is nationally ranked fourth in the country for study abroad, and you will have multiple internships by the time you graduate. It's actually a requirement. We want all of our students to complete 2 off-campus extended studies experiences by the time they graduate. Last but not least, our office is open. We are allowing visitors Monday through Saturday, very limited groups, mask wearing at all time. But since you can't be on campus quite like I can 24/7, please like, comment, subscribe, check out all the social media accounts. And here is my contact information. Again, my name is Ben Hatchett. I'm Assistant Director of Admission at DePaul and Counselor for New Jersey. And this has been a quick update from DePaul. We can't wait to see you all on campus or virtually again soon.
Okay, thank you so much, DePauw. Next up, we have Dickinson College.
Hello, everyone. As you're leaving New Jersey and heading west to go visit Ben at DePaul, just stop right in the middle of Pennsylvania and come see me at Dickinson College. We are a small, private, liberal arts and sciences college in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. So just some quick facts about Dickinson and kind of the premise of what I'm going to talk about in my 6 minutes here. So like I said, we have around 2,300 students at Dickinson. So that means your average class size will be about 14 students per class with a student to faculty ratio of only 8:1. If you're a big history buff out there, fun fact, Dickinson is the 16th oldest college or university in the United States. And we were actually chartered back in 1783 by Dr. Benjamin Rush, a signer of the Declaration of Independence. So I'm going to use my 5.5 minutes to really talk about what makes Dickinson different. And if you've been to a Dickinson information session before, you've probably heard very similar rumblings of this, but I'm really going to talk about 2 main kind of values at Dickinson. So number 1 is going to be global engagement. So as you walk on our college campus, you're going to see Old West, which is our oldest building on campus. But as you round the corner, you're going to run smack into this global signpost. And so even though Dickinson calls Carlisle, Pennsylvania home, we operate our own 18 programs around the world in 15 different countries. And so studying abroad and getting you out into the world is a really big part of your Dickinson education. And that's actually landed us in the number 2 spot based off Princeton Review for most popular study abroad programs. About 65% of Dickinsonians end up studying abroad within their 4 years at Dickinson, including about 50% of our STEM majors and about 60% of our student athletes. And so no matter what you end up majoring in, no matter what you end up doing extracurricularly, there are going to be no barriers to getting you out into the world for a semester or a year. But even if you never leave Dickinson or Carlisle, we still want you to have a global experience. And so a unique requirement at Dickinson is that we do require all of our students to study a modern world language. And another fun historic fact is that Dickinson was the first college in the entire country to offer modern world languages back in 1790. And so many of you have high schools that may offer 2 to 3 different languages. Dickinson offers 13 languages. So maybe you're like, well, I'm interested in Japanese or Chinese or Hebrew or Arabic. You can come to Dickinson and study those even if you've never taken a single class in high school studying that language. So that would be the first thing that I want you to really think about whenever you think about Dickinson, global engagement. And the second thing is really whenever I'm talking with high school juniors, high school seniors, and I ask them, what is the biggest challenge facing your generation? Many students are going to say climate change. And I think your generation understands it more so than any other generation, because unfortunately, it's going to be an issue that you're going to have to deal with. And so I'm really proud to say that even though last year was a little bit of a different year, Dickinson officially went carbon neutral. And so that makes us one of only 8 colleges and or universities in the entire country not to be contributing to climate change. And so that has landed us in the number 1 spot in the entire nation for sustainability efforts. But my favorite part of Dickinson's campus is actually 6 miles off campus. And that is our 180-acre organic certified farm. Our students help us grow 500,000 pounds of USDA certified food. And so if you're looking for some of the cutest animals, if you're looking to grow produce and sell it at a farmer's market, if you're a big pizza lover, we have a brick oven pizza oven to make pizzas at the farmer's market. So the Dickinson farm is definitely an integrated part of your Dickinson experience, along with other sustainability initiatives. And so those would be the two things I really want you to leave tonight, knowing and understanding about how we approach your 4 years at Dickinson. And that's eventually going to lead you here. 98% of Dickinsonians are employed, have a professional internship, or in grad school within just 1 year of graduating. If you're thinking about medical school, we have a 95% acceptance rate in medical school. If you're thinking about law school, we have a 94% acceptance rate in the law school. We're a top 10 Fulbright producing liberal arts college, but we're also a top 10 Peace Corps volunteer producing liberal arts college. And so no matter where you want to go, no matter what you want to do, this is where Dickinsonians end up. And so with that, quickly, our admissions and financial aid, we have 3 deadlines. We have regular decision, early decision 1, and early decision 2, and the deadlines are on the screen. For this year, Dickinson was one of just a handful of schools to actually switch from test optional to test blind. And so what that meant is that for this year's class, I looked at 0% of my applicants' test scores, even if they submitted a 1600 on the SAT. And so we haven't made a decision for this upcoming class yet, but I can guarantee we will at least return to a test optional, but I would guess that we may remain a test blind policy institution. In terms of merit scholarships, we offer $15,000 to $35,000 of merit scholarships, and then we do meet 100% of financial need for every student that's admitted to Dickinson. So I'll throw my information in the chat. If you have any questions, hit me up in the Q&A.
All right, thank you so much. Next up, we have Dominican College. Oh, you're muted.
Hello, everyone. Okay, my name is Monique. I'm one of the freshman admissions counselors here at Dominican College. And I'm going to start off by giving you guys a little bit of fast facts about the college. We are located in Rockland County, New York. So depending on where you are in New Jersey, not too far away. We are a very small school. Our total enrollment is around 1,800 students. We are 17 miles north of New York City, so very close to the city. This is definitely something that a lot of our students love in terms of us being able to do events and shuttle students into the city, as well as a lot of different internships. Even though we are a small school, we do have 17 Division II athletic teams on campus. We have a 64-acre campus, which is nice and spacious for students. We have 3 academic buildings, 3 residence halls, and 2 dining halls on campus, as well as our gym and library. And we have a 15-to-1 student to faculty ratio. What that means is we do have a lot of very small, intimate sized classes for students. At most, you'll probably have around 25 students in any of your classes. And as you get deeper into your majors, our class sizes will shrink considerably. So definitely creating a nice intimate space for you to get to know your peers as well as your professors. At Dominican College, we are a liberal arts-based college. So in addition to completing a liberal arts course load, you'll also have your academic major. These are just some of the academic majors that we do have here at Dominican. Some of our most popular programs, I definitely would say, are business, criminal justice, bio pre-med, our health sciences, and nursing. These are a lot of the programs that Dominican College is most known for. Like I said a little bit earlier, we are Division II in athletics. This is something that's definitely great for a lot of students, that this is their, one of their passions. Since we are Division II, there is a possibility for scholarships for students that are interested in athletics. And in order to apply to Dominican College, it is a very easy process. We are rolling admissions. It's very easy to apply. You can go onto our Dominican College website or apply on the Common App. We do accept fee waivers, and all you would need is your high school transcript. We are test optional. We've been test optional for a few years now. So students do have the option on whether or not they would like to submit their SAT or ACT. So that's not a requirement if students are, maybe not good test takers. So these are our tuition and fees. We're around $29,000 and $13,000 for room and board. Our average financial aid package is around $25,000, and that definitely includes scholarships for students. So our scholarships can range anywhere from $6,000 to around $18,000, and they are all based on merit for our students. We do have a few different opportunities to visit campus. We are doing campus tours, so if that's something that you guys are interested in, you can definitely visit our website and schedule a campus tour. They are private tours, so it would just be you and one of our student ambassadors walking around our beautiful campus. We also do have a few virtual events. We have our virtual open house coming up May 1st, as well as virtual tour options for students that may not be super comfortable coming to campus. This is my information. If you guys have any additional questions, I'll definitely put my information in the chat also. And also we do have our admissions page. You can follow us at DC_admissions.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have DePauw University.
Hi there, everybody. How are we all doing? I'm glad we're all here today. So my name is Zach Maurer. I'm one of the admissions counselors at DePauw University. I'm also a proud alum, class of 2013. I also met my wife at DePauw, so you can imagine we have a lot of DePauw blue and green at our house. So let's get started to learn a little bit about DePauw. So first off, we are located in Madison, New Jersey. So that is the northern part of New Jersey. We are about 50 minutes right outside of New York Penn Station. We're in a really great central location because we are very accessible via train, which is right in the middle of our town here. So we are extremely accessible to New York, Philadelphia, DC. It's a great way to get around as an undergraduate student, having that train right there. The town of Madison itself is also just a 10-minute walk from campus. And being an undergraduate student and having that easy accessibility to go into town with some friends, grab a quick cup of coffee, or go to one of my favorite places, McCool's, which is my favorite ice cream store. It's just so great being able to have the accessibility of Madison right there for you as a college student. This is one of my favorite shots of campus. So we're technically a forest. We're 136 acres of trees and ferns. You can probably tell from this picture, but this is right in the middle of fall time, my favorite time of year here on DePauw, as you can see by all the colors. Some quick facts and hits about us at DePauw. So we are a small private liberal arts university. We have roughly 1,700 undergraduate students here. And when you break that down into your class size, you're going to have an average class of about 15 students, and we have a 12-to-1 student to professor ratio here at DePauw. So the small, intimate setting really does allow you to get to know your professors on a very deep level, and it's phenomenal as an undergraduate student to be able to have that opportunity to get to know your professor on that level. We have more than 40 majors, more than 60 minors, and we have combined and pre-professional programs here at DePauw. I want to round out our top 5 in terms of majors and academic interests here. So first and foremost, we are a nationally recognized theater program. We're consistently within the top 10 in the US. Also our sciences, so your chemistries, biologies, physics of the world, we are very well known for those. Also our political science, business, and English. Just to round out the top 5 here. During your time at DePauw as an undergraduate student, we really focus on 2 big things here to help you launch your future. One are the immersive experiences here. We know that what you do inside of the classroom is so incredibly important, but we also know that getting you outside of the classroom and into the real world is just as equally as important, which is why when you're a student here at Drew, we are guaranteeing that you are going to have 2 off-campus experiences. But in all honesty, you're probably going to have more just because we have so many options. From different study abroads, we call them long and short tracks. So a more traditional study abroad for a semester, or you can study abroad for 1 to 3 weeks. We have several semesters in New York City. We have 7 different semesters, because I mentioned we do have that train line going right into the city. So we really do like to take advantage of that here. 2 different types of research opportunities here right on campus. And we also have, obviously we have different internship opportunities for our students. Our Career Service Center is very accessible for all of our students here to really get involved and to help you pick which immersive experience you want to really dive into. One of the second cornerstones of Drew are the network of mentors that you're going to gain here. As a smaller liberal arts institution, you come into the university with a team of academic advisors who help you figure out what you want your first year to look like, what you want your path to be, and then what the next 3 years are going to be. But not only just your 4 years while you're at Drew, the time after Drew is just as equally as important. Your team of academic advisors and mentors are going to be individuals who are going to help you along, who are going to be able to help you along the steps while you are here at Drew. And throughout your time here in your undergraduate experience, whether doing research or you're an internship or just right in the middle of your own class, you're going to gain these different types of transferable skills that are going to be immediately applicable to whether you go to grad school right away or whether you enter the job market. Another big part of launching your future here at Drew are the launch communities that we have here. We are a very, very diverse community here at Drew, and we're super proud about that. So we have different launch communities for our students to join different affinity groups. And it's a great way to get to be part of the campus and to learn about different aspects of Drew University. A little bit about campus life here at Drew, because that is equally as important as being as your academics here. So we are a Division III university. We have 22 varsity sports here. We have more than 90 clubs for you to join, whether it be intramural sports, academic clubs, religious-based clubs, political clubs, anything that you want and can imagine to join, I can almost guarantee we have it. Being a part of club life is absolutely huge here at Drew. So that's a big part of the whole Drew experience here. To sum everything up here at Drew, we do have that big focus on making sure that you succeed after Drew as well. So that is a big push here. And we do have in-person tours, virtual tours, they're guided as well. So we're always looking for you to, if you want to come here and visit, you can definitely do so. This is my information here. If anyone is from New Jersey, please, you can shoot me an email. That is also our admissions Instagram there. I'll put my information in the chat as well.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, now we are going to ask a question in the same order. So if all the panelists could put their cameras on. And the question is going to go, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And we're starting with High Point University.
That's a great question. I would say that really figuring out what's going to fit well for you, if you want a huge school, if you want a smaller, close-knit environment, finding out what really aesthetically as well as class size wise you're kind of looking for. Yes, having their major is great, but I can tell you that most of us have a business major. So that's not going to be your first decision making when you're looking at the school. It's how does it feel when you're there? How does these classes make you feel? Do you have the environment that you're going to best learn with? So I would say that that's the biggest way. And visit all of these schools. Come visit us, but come and visit all these schools because you'll get a better vision of what you're looking for in a school, and it'll make fall much easier for you when you start applying.
Yeah, going off of what Ryan just mentioned, I think really go with your gut. A lot of people will tell you they got a feel for whatever campus they went on, and that's how they decided. I know I did. And that's what led me to Wagner. And it really is true. When you have a gut feeling, you really do know. So in a way, like, keep your options open. Don't like just put yourself in a box based off of what you think you want, but explore, visit colleges. And when you know, you really do know.
I would say continue to check out virtual events too. You're doing a great job by joining a session like today. I think this could be a whole new trend now that we've experienced in the last year, that maybe you're not ready to come out and visit Indiana just yet, but maybe we could have a Zoom call and you can get a better feel for it before you make that investment too of traveling and checking us all out. So I know all of my friends on this call have probably designed some awesome virtual events that their teams are putting on. So keep visiting or checking us out virtually too.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, you know, with the moment of time that we're in, use your local universities and colleges to test out. If you've never been to a college, go visit a large college or university, and then go visit Drew in New Jersey. And that will tell you whether or not maybe I want a big university or I want a small liberal arts college. So you don't have to go to Indiana now, you can, but stay local, test out the colleges and universities nearby. Go to Rutgers, see if it's for you, and then let that inform the rest of your visits and the rest of your college search.
Absolutely, that's definitely a great point. Do whatever you can to try and explore colleges that are in your area. Start with maybe a bigger school, a smaller school, and definitely make sure that you connect with different counselors at schools that you're interested in, whether it's joining virtual events or a virtual tour. Definitely speak with any of the counselors, or see if you can even join sessions about maybe some of their academic programs or student life programs that may be very important to you.
Continue to do these type of virtual events. It's a great way to learn about universities, and definitely check out your local colleges, you know, big, small, athlete school, non-athlete school. Make sure you don't put yourself in a box. You want to make sure you do expand your horizons, because that's what college is about. So check everything out.
Okay, awesome advice. We probably could do a really quick around. If you could just tell us what your favorite event or tradition on your campus is, 30 seconds or less would be fantastic, starting with High Point.
I would definitely say it's commencement. We have fantastic speakers, amazing school spirit, and the ability to kind of really explore campus, as well as we have a bald eagle that flies over your head. So how can you say that's not pretty cool?
My favorite event would be Wagner Sock. It's usually in the spring and it's on the Oval, and there's music and food trucks and vendors, and it's just a lot of fun. It's probably one of the only times that you can be, you know, in your 20s and jumping on a bouncy house. So that's definitely my favorite.
At DePaul University, it's got to be the Monon Bell Classic. We have a 127-year-old football rivalry that is the only nationally televised Division III football game in the country. The winning school gets to keep this giant, beautiful 300-pound locomotive rail line bell. It's on campus right now, and it's so much fun to ring while it's here.
So at Dickinson, we have a college seal that you cannot step on if you're an admitted or a prospective student. Otherwise, you will not get into Dickinson. If you're a current student and you step on the seal, you will not graduate. Some say it's superstition, but no one has ever tested it out, so would not step on the seal.
At Dominican College, it would definitely be fire in the sky. Campus pretty much turns into like a carnival fair, food trucks. We have fireworks at the end of the night, and it's definitely a highlight of the year.
Spring Saturday at Drew. It's always the very first weekend in April, just when the weather starts to turn nice. We get food trucks here, carnivals. We had farm animals here one time at campus, which was really fun. So it's always just a really fun weekend for everybody.
Those are very interesting. So thank you so much, panelists, for sharing about your institution with our students. And students, before you head out of here, it is really important that you know that you're going to be asked a quick little survey at the end. It's just 4 quick questions. You can sign up for more sessions. There are more, and this will be available for you, including whatever the panelists put in the chat at strivescan.com/New Jersey. Thank you again, panelists. Thank you again, students, and good luck in your journey to find where you fit. Have a good night.